Hello, my name is Jordan Ray, and if you've never been to my channel before, welcome. If you've been a subscriber for a while, you know what I've been building up to for the better part of the last year. I am excited to share with you this trip that I had the opportunity of joining and would like to explain the events that led up to it. In 2020, in the whole pandemic year, I decided to buy a Sportster. I've always wanted to own a Sportster styled as like a scrambler, and a lot of people know I was inspired by a lot of different people and other motorcycles. I ultimately started building mine to just explore my own back roads where I live. I really had no intentions on doing any long trips or anything of this magnitude. It was just to brap around town and have fun. I used the Sportster as an opportunity to start to learn new skills and gain confidence on working on motorcycles. I knew a list of projects I wanted to do on the bike and learn how to do, such as like welding and fabricating exhausts and certain miscellaneous parts to start out small. I ended up naming the Sportster Gordita, as it started out as an 883 Hugger. In late 2020, I was invited to a group by shade tree surgeon Josh, and the group had probably 15-20 different names I've never seen before. Evidently this was a group of men that had all decided to take Sportsters on a long adventure, and I was in the back of Josh's mind to invite. Although they were all just starting out to build those and I had started the previous year, it was a level playing field, as I was pretty new to this and I was joining a group of a bunch of professionals, in my opinion, or people that had been in this motorcycle culture a long time and built multiple motorcycles. So even though I started earlier, I was still very much new. When they discussed where they were planning on going, I had never heard of it before. It was called the MABDR, the Mid-Atlantic Back Discovery Route. And evidently the BDR, the Back Discovery Route, they do these all over the country and I'd never heard of them. And once I did some research, I discovered that it would probably be a lot of fun. The trip was planned, I believe, about 8 months in advance, where we would be going, how many days it would take, and everyone that could finish their bike on time was welcome to come. So that winter into 2021, that is when I truly started to take the bike a little more serious. I started to outfit the motorcycle with crash bars, better foot controls. I rebuilt the entire front end. I started really narrowing down my gear and everything I needed to bring to be self-sufficient on a trail, even including navigation of my own GPS. I wanted to be self-sufficient but also helpful in certain situations, because I knew in my own personal experience of riding motorcycles, my skill would be my hindrance in this group. So as the date grew nearer, I oddly enough did not get nervous. I felt very confident in my motorcycle and what I had prepared for. I had watched dozens of videos on the trails, and from what everyone said online, it was fairly easy off-road. People joke and say you could take a Grom down it, Even one gentleman said you can take a Goldwing down this. Although that might be true, you would not have an enjoyable time. And in all honesty, the sections that we did do, this is not a beginner trail at all. I don't know what these people consider a beginner trail, but this is pretty intermediate to advanced stuff, in my opinion. The biggest suggestion I could ever tell anyone that wanted to do this trip is pace yourself, take time. And I wouldn't recommend trying to do it all at once in 1 week or one trip. Split it up. That's definitely one thing we learned, I believe. So the date was upon us, and my wife Jess decided that she would road trip down with me to Damascus, Virginia, where the trip would ultimately start. This was also our first out-of-state trip together. As some of you are aware, I have issues with my back with previous injuries. Ultimately, why I decided to do this trip was this is probably the best physically I've felt in years, and I've learned to compensate for some of my shortcomings. And if I didn't do it now, I wasn't sure that I'd be able to do it 5 or 10 years from now. So I wanted to get out and experience an adventure, if you would. So there was a lot of firsts on this trip. A first out-of-state trip with my wife, my first actual road trip on a motorcycle, and my first time ultimately kind of going off-road on a motorcycle, actually, other than going around here on gravel roads. That was the extent of my experience. With that said, let's get this trip underway. Let's head to West Virginia.
Oh my God, what is happening? Yeah, I was like, who's this guy? I'm Jordan.
Hi, Rick.
Rick, nice to meet you.
He goes again, bro. He texted me last night. He goes, I've been looking for another spiritual situation. Here's the bad decisions. Here's the bad decisions. Let's get involved, baby. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, Shade Tree Surgeon mentioned me in their story. That's so sweet of him.
You're welcome.
We are going like straight up. I've already lost the group, but I have my own navigation, so I figured that happened. I'm really going at my own pace to explore this. I'm not trying to rush it. I know they're all just riding their own ride, and that's fine. But yeah, this is cool. Pretty sketchy drop off there. But otherwise, I'm having a good time. Oof. Oh, pretty. Caught back up with the group. Pretty loose gravel. I feel kind of bad. I think I'm slowing the group down because every time it changes from gravel to pavement, we stop to regroup, and they're always waiting on me. So I don't know. I don't mind. I'm enjoying myself. I hope they are too. Pavement war for a while, then we'll be back on dirt, I imagine. Been on this road for a while. We've been going downhill for a good bit. The only thing about that is if you go down, you must go up. So, it's a beautiful road though. Almost makes you feel like you're out west with all the pine trees and overlooks. And I mean, look at that view out there. Heading out from the first gas stop, just under a gallon for about 38 miles. It's not too bad. Nice twisties, but there's like holes right in the mid corner and then like chunks of wood and sawdust everywhere. Pretty cool though. Well, we're going down now. I can see there's a giant view over here, but the tree cover is blocking it, and I don't really want to take my eyes off the road either. These are some hairpins though. Good grief. It's amazing that this is even a paved road. I mean, I could see this is dirt, but paved? Holy cow. That was very cool. Man, if you're not paying attention, I bet you somebody could launch their bike right off there. And that's why I'm just taking my time. There's a beautiful view right behind those trees that you just can't see. God, I hope there's a overlook somewhere. Ooh, wow, really dark through here. Oh, there it is. That's the little sneak peek. All the way down into another hairpin. Yay! to stop. I came around the corner and dude's stuff all fell off the luggage rack. I was picking it up and I was going to try to throw it on with the bungee cord, but he ended up coming back for his straps and all his gear. This road is definitely rough. Definitely rough. If you want, go. Goody, we get to go down now. Ugh. Hopefully not literally and figuratively, but luckily this isn't heavily graveled, thing. But geez, ooh, I think I just bottomed something out. It's compressing the front end a lot. So I had to stop and help that guy, Rick, yeah. And I was just gonna load the stuff, but I know the group, by the time they figure out we're missing, they're going to be at the end of this road wondering where the fuck are we, but it's alright. I'm just glad Rick is alright. Like, fucking bag is one thing. I was more worried about other things. Just take it slow a little bit. Slow her down, getting too ahead of myself. There's no rush in this. Let the motor cool off a little. I'm sure my brakes are not liking me right now either. I'm glad I put on new brakes. What the fuck was that? I think my kickstand hit something. Oh, my kick. I don't know what that clanking is, but Josh's bike is giving him the fit. I think his battery terminal wire or something keeps coming off, and every time he tries to hit the power button, it's shorting out or something. We're literally like 2 minutes down the road from the gas station now, so I'm gonna run up there, connect with those guys, let them know what's going on, and then I'm sure one or two of them probably come back, see if they can get it sorted out. Alright, so Josh got his bike together. He's gonna try to finish section 2. I'm not trying this shit. A bunch of us are done. We're heading straight to the hotel. We're already pretty beat, so it looks like we're gonna split ways. Did it die on him?
Yes, his regulator wasn't.
Alright, try it again.
Yeah!
There we go.
Video won't do that justice. Those are so freaking steep. Finally made it back into a town. We're only a few short minutes from our hotel. I didn't book ahead. I'm kind of winging this, so hopefully there's a room available. Because if not, I'm gonna be riding around town looking for a room. It's actually really surprising how quick these guys are. I just ride so much more reserved. And I'm riding my ride, like I knew that, but man, nothing like being around people that truly can ride hard and ride good and make you humble. I will never brag about how good of a rider I am. But hey, that's experience. It's either experience or really big balls. How you feel after that, Josh?
Me? Like
Yeah.
$1 million.
Like $1 million? No, I'm
Let's
tired.
go back and do it the other way. We'll stay at the other hotel.
No, I'm tired. I want to sleep. I need a beer.
Me too.
Looks like we picked up a new guy. This dude ain't joking. Alright, I wanted to film outside, but the road is just too noisy. So this is obviously where we started, and we went all the way up here to 81, went across, came all the way down here, and then I believe we decided to split off from here at 77. They're just, we were running out of time is what it looked like. And we had to make it all the way through this third section here and this whole section here. So we ended up not doing that. Part of the group did that. We split off. I think we came down here and went up 81, and we took a bunch of back roads in through here and came up the backside and through to Covington. So overall, I'm holding up pretty good. No real complaints. Saddleman's doing good. I was a little worried about my back and stuff, but honestly, everything's so like low speed, and there's a lot of breaks with fuel stops and just rests in between turning off and everything. So one nice thing is whenever it transitions from gravel to pavement or pavement to gravel at intersections and turns, they'll actually stop and wait for the whole group to catch up. So we stay together. I think I'm the only one that's really hanging back a little bit, but I also think it's my skill, experience, and also my tires that are holding me back. But I mean, those are just excuses. If I just had experience, I'd probably be able to keep up. But they don't mind. They're being supportive, and I'm riding my own ride, and they've been great so far. So it's time to get packed up and see how the day goes. Well, at the beginning of section 3, we picked up 2, lost 1. Rick on the blue bike, not Chicken Rick, the other Rick. He had a hard fall and he's headed home today. Luckily he's still in good walking shape. And then Amy and her husband Rob came down. Unfortunately Amy's bike had too many technical difficulties, but she came down on her Lowrider S and she's going to bomb around on some of the paved roads with us. Seems pretty badass, to be honest. Rob's got a pretty cool green bike. Should have seen pictures of it already. But yeah, this is going to be the beginning of a long day. This first stretch is going to be 38 miles, and then the next will be 96, and then the last stretch is somewhere around 40. So today's going to be a damn long day, and hot, 90 degrees. From the pictures, it looks like we're going to be in the lower valleys most of the time, so hopefully there's a lot of creeks to cool us off like right now. It's wonderful, but anything to avoid this heat. Well, that didn't take long. We instantly found dirt and a lot of holes. A lot of big potholes to dodge. That's kind of scary. Man, when you stand up and this takes bumps, it just does a fantastic job. I just wish my foot pegs were slightly further back, like I said before. It would just give me a better standing position. Beautiful creeks, like I was hoping for. I just hopefully I have that at 4 o'clock this afternoon when it's blaring sun. That's Amy up in front of me on her Lowrider S, riding the gravel roads. Like I said, that chick she's hardcore, man. She's done some miles. Got back up with the group. I don't think I was too far behind. Oh geez. Oh geez. Somebody lost their... Man, a lot of washout here. I hate downhills, but I mean I can get through it, but yeah, I hate going downhill. I'd rather go up, but especially downhill doing twisties like this. picture. Like the quote I always go by, take the damn picture. Whoa, that was water. That went all over my britches. I am really glad I'm wearing waterproof pants. Ooh. Well, that was technically the first actual water crossing. Until they had a lot of big down trees here lately. I guess we're making our way down now. The rest of this is all twisties. Oh yeah.
Hey, don't steal my design. No, I've already got a patent on it.
Harley did that
35
years ago. They did.
This goes like this, and then this goes
Butterfly flying around.
You want a sticker, Jordan?
You got stickers?
I got a sticker for you.
Beautiful. Well, we just refueled after the first little part on section 3. This is now going to be the longest section. We have to try to make it 96 miles before our next fuel stop, basically. Some of us have spare fuel. We'll see. I have a 3-gallon tank, and right now I'm averaging about 34 miles per gallon off-road. On the highway I'm only doing about 40, so I should be coasting in with maybe hopefully a fraction of the gas tank left. But I do have a gallon on the side, so that'll give me another 35 miles, so I should be good. Pending any other issues or stops. I know one of the guys dropped his bike in some gravel. Everything's alright. I think his bars might be a little bent, but otherwise he's perfectly fine. And Adam had a weird starting issue. It didn't want to start for some reason, and then all of a sudden it was fine. So But I stuck back to make sure he got to the gas station at least. We got one guy in the front with GPS and then me in the back, and I just catch up the stragglers because I'm the slowest. So it kind of works out. The only downfall is they all keep having to wait for me, but I think it's already paid off for a couple times with these guys. Well, I came up to the road. We were supposed to turn left here, and yeah, I don't know where they're going. Alright, so evidently they all turned down the road that I stopped at and was waiting, but no one stopped at the end of the road to tell us that we had turned. But unfortunately there was a guy in front of me that also didn't see him, and he doesn't have GPS, and he went straight. And so he lost them and I lost him, and now we're backtracking to see if we can get in contact with them. And we're going to try to reroute and meet up with the group up the road in another little town. It's always an adventure or something. I'm okay with this. This is still fun to me, but I'm starting to worry a little bit on distance. So our group, we waited almost a half an hour for the group to catch up with us, and they didn't show up, so I don't know if they rerouted or what. Damn, that's a view. So we are actually just beelining for the hotel, because today was already going to be a stretch for 196 miles off-road. The group is split up in 3 different directions. We're just heading straight to the hotel, man. Like, we probably won't see any of the water crossings today. Half the guys are already on day 4 of coming down here. And yeah, all of a sudden gravel. Big ass barn. We're rolling in for a gas stop. At this point we're not on the BDR. I don't know if you can tell that or not, but alright, we just left the little deli. We got some food, hydrated. We were probably there for at least an hour. While we're hanging out there, the guy that we lost, he actually ended up finding us, so that worked out. We haven't had any word from the rest of the group. I know Adam said he rode straight to Parkersburg or Parkersville or something and went to a Harley shop. Found out his clutch is roasted, so he's getting an alternative. And we're just beelining straight to the hotel. No idea where the rest of the group is at, but hopefully they're having a good time, because I know we are. We're still having a great time. These roads are beautiful, the scenery is beautiful. We're just going to carry on with the day. Unfortunately, we're not doing river crossings. We're just going to skip most of this day and reevaluate how everyone's feeling tomorrow. I think a lot of people are already getting pretty burnt out. I don't think they realize the exhaustion point of what this undertaking was. Thankfully I'm feeling pretty good just because I've been taking it steady and slow. But I think some other people are just pushing a little too hard, or they just rode too far already to get here. And it's exhausting, man. It is exhausting. But thankfully everyone's alright still. And I mean, look at the scenery. This is just beautiful. I have no complaints. Like I was telling Tim from Gigastat, I feel like I've already got my money's worth. Between yesterday and today, I could go home today and be completely happy, but that's not what I want to do. Let's just take it easy and we're going to enjoy these roads. We're rolling into town, top off on gas, and then we'll be able to head straight up to the resort. This is a pretty little town. I think this is called Monterey or something. We're actually going right by Seneca Rocks. So I told him that I'll probably pull off and grab a picture. We weren't planning on being this far west from the trail, but since we're rerouting so much and taking the scenic path rather than the off-road path, might as well take the opportunity because I'll probably never see it again. I'm not gonna lie, like if you even come out here just to ride these roads, you don't even have to do the BDR trail, just come out and ride these paved roads. They're all beautiful. Just about the worst place to do this right now, Tim. Come on. Come on. Killing me. Oh God, there's a truck. Oh God, there's another truck. Maybe chugging 3 Powerades weren't the greatest idea. Holy cow, that's a drop off. Beautiful. God, I hope there's like an overlook somewhere. I want to stop and take a picture. Ooh, they're getting tighter now. Look at that. Holy cow. Wow. Out here with Matt and Tim, enjoying this beautiful overlook. Hopefully I didn't just ruin your panoramic. I think I see them up there. They're poking out. Well, we made it. Seneca Rocks. Yep. It's pretty. Alright. I came, I saw, I enjoyed. I can say I've done it. I wonder if they have a merch store that's open. I'll go buy some stupid shit if I can. This is why vacationing during holidays sucks. Today's Tuesday.
But if you walk around back,
I guess I'm not buying no touristy shit today.
not here. What? That's a pretty.
Heading into town now, try to find a hotel. Well, I got taken in by the Mr. Adam Sandoval because there's no hotel rooms available. And he doesn't have a motorcycle because his clutch is roasted. Luckily, Amy up there, old Whiskey, I came down and picked him up on her Dyna, but he wanted to ride on the back of my bike, but I wasn't comfortable doing that. But I don't think that's any better because he's riding on a towel on her fender right now with no foot pegs. So I'm sure that guy feels pretty awkward right now. But worst case to worst, I'll put him on the back of the Sportster, but he might just burn the shit out of his leg on the exhaust. But we gotta get down to this place for dinner. I don't even know where the hell it's at. I'm guessing this is the place. Oh, and there's a sheriff. So if anybody's wondering, this is the girl that I was following on the dirt roads riding down to Dyna, kicking ass.
I'm sweating.
Yeah. Cheetah bees. Well, good morning. This is what is it, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, day 4. Bunked up with Adam last night. Thank you, Adam. Every other hotel in town was booked up. Amy, she actually had an extra bed as well if there's nothing else, so I had backup plans. And it's only, what, 7:40 in the morning. I'm backtracking now. I wanted to go sightsee a little bit. I'll be meeting up with the rest of the group at the lodge. But I just wanted to get these morning views in. It feels great out right now. It's going to be 91 degrees today, so it's going to get hot again. I know a lot of the guys were struggling with that yesterday. I've always been able to tolerate the heat pretty good. I've got snacks, I've got drinks obviously, so I'm pretty prepared. I'm enjoying myself. I can definitely see why people do this now. To put it in perspective, I've put more miles in the first 2 days of this trip on this motorcycle than I did on it all last year. And I'm maybe a third through this trip, so yeah. Found most of the group. The other half's down the road in their own cabins. Oh yeah, I'm buying some touristy shit. Alright, so we're officially just completely off the MABDR. We're going down to meet up with the rest of the other group, go get some breakfast, and then we're just going to bomb it straight to College State. It's about the midway point of PA. We're going to stay the night. My wife Jess is actually already going to meet me there because she's en route to Babe's Ride Out. And what else? I mean, that's basically the end of the gravel roads for us. We're going to take some nice scenic back roads and try to enjoy this last day, and then tomorrow I think everyone's going to split off and go home. Alright, we're here with the breakfast crew. We got Tim, Jay, Chris, Brandon, Rob, Amy, John, and Rick. Alright, we finally just left breakfast and lunch, and we're backtracking to take some nice scenic highways all the way north. There's only 6 of us in total this time. The rest of us split off. So it's a smaller group, should move pretty quick. It's about 190 miles, should take us about 6 hours. So we'll see. making the last push into, I think it's called State College or College State, Pennsylvania. I guess Jess is already there, but we're still about an hour out. So I told her to get comfortable or find a hotel. Well, we have arrived in College State Town. It is definitely a college town. Definitely. Now we just got to figure out where this place is at that we're meeting Jess at. Alright, Jess hooked up with us and we left the guy, said our goodbyes. Me and Jess are going to a hotel.
I am ready to take these pants off and I need a shower so bad.
Yeah, start. I'm in first. Yep. Yeah. Oh, she's a little vapor locked is what she is. I have to start her with a full throttle right now. It's basically boiling the gasoline. Well, we just parked and it started raining. Well, this is where Jess and I split ways. She's headed to Babes Ride Out, and I'm headed home. Only a short 330 miles home.